You can use entity snaps on raster images just as you use entity or object snaps when you are looking at vector information in a drawing. Here's a yellow line that I'm using here as a construction line, and I've placed a raster image, a bitmapped image, onto the screen. It's just showing the way that a support structure for a pergola is going to be attached to the building. So here's our pergola up here. We're just showing how this line through here will be attached to the building, and we don't wish to draw it all up, but we do want our images to line up. I can click on the image, and you can see there are some handles on the side of the image. We can use those to help line things up. So I've hit escape, and if I now select the image, right click, select move my mouse to the bottom left corner, you can see I can find the bottom left of that image, and as I move across I've got polar tracking on, so let me take that off. Should go off now. I can now find the midpoint of that yellow construction line, so my raster image jumps from here up to there, and so as I put other raster images in, I can just drop them in the black area there and then move them across, and they'll line up very nicely. So we're using the entity snap on the raster to line things up on the vector object, the line in that case that's in there. So it's useful to apply your object snap or entity snap techniques to raster images. If you needed a lot more precision over the placement of your raster image, there'd be nothing wrong with putting a point. That comes from draw and point. This is one of the first occasions where we're showing some value in the point command, so it's just a dot in the middle and on top of the raster image. Then it would simply be a matter of selecting the raster image and the point as well, right clicking move, and I have entity snap on at node, and I can find the midpoint there. So now as I move, you can see I'm anchored precisely at the midpoint of my raster image. I set up some construction lines to find it, and I can go back on the fly, back here to set, take off node, put perpendicular to if I wanted, whoops, and apply that. Now when we come back in here, we should be able to find perpendicular to. So I've moved the raster image from its center point perpendicular to that construction line. So it gives you some idea of what one can do.